All right, we should be live on YouTube and Twitch. I stream on both. YouTube at Rex Sterling Live, twitch.tv/Rex Sterling. Today we're going to jump back into Final Fantasy X-2. I've been away for a little bit. I want to start by kind of apologizing. I've just had so much going on with my birthday recently and a lot of fallout from that. Nothing bad. I've just been way too busy to be able to stream the past 3 days. So tonight I want to jump back into Final Fantasy X-2, and I think my main goal for this stream is I kind of feel like I'm not doing very well. Yo, what up, Jean? Good to see you. I feel like I'm struggling. Rob Gotti, good to see you, bro. Kind of surprised you guys are here so early, so quick, man. I didn't, you know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I didn't think anybody would show up, but my sleep schedule is crazy. I didn't wake up until midnight, just so you know. What's up, Rudy Adventures? Good to see you. But yeah, I kind of feel like I haven't been doing that well with combat, and I feel like I don't have the best grasp on the dress spheres and how best to use the characters, and I feel like that's been holding me back a little bit in this playthrough. So today we're jumping into some character building. We're going to be messing around with the garment grids, the dress spheres. You know, I'm going to be kind of like theory crafting and building a little bit, as much as you can in Final Fantasy X-2. I'm training with the girls tonight, try and get them exactly where I want them. Try and get my combat a little bit better, and then we're going to do some world exploration. Haven't been on Twitch in ages. I missed this, man. Yo, thank you, Dizzy. Yeah, I've been gone for a little while, but I'm happy to be back. I'm actually probably going to do a double stream today. So we're probably going to stream now until about 6 or 7 a.m. So that'd be a 3 or 4 hour stream. Then I'm probably going to take a break because everything will be opening up around like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably take a break, run some errands, maybe go to the gym, come back, and then hopefully do another stream closer to my normal time, closer to around like, you know, 10, 11, 12, closer to noon. So that's kind of my plan right now. Midnight on the West Coast. Yeah, I happened to destroy my sleep schedule yesterday. Yeah, it's been so bad, dude. Like since getting back from vacation and you know, having my birthday, late nights, catching up with everybody, long phone conversations and everything like that. So I've just been super busy, but I'm ready to get back to business. Ready to get back to business. So let's go ahead and pull up the game here in a second. Hope you had a great birthday and vacation. It was excellent, man. Excellent. Excellent. It was a great birthday. Thank you. Thank you. What day is your actual birthday? Mine was the 19th for me. So close. 9 and 19th. I was actually surprised how many people in my chat had birthdays in October. I guess all of our parents were just really getting busy in February, huh? Happy belated. Yo, thank you. Glad you're back and happy belated. Yo, thank you, Reven. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm ready to play some more Final Fantasy. The goal right now, yo, thank you. The goal right now is I want to get on Final Fantasy X-2 like pretty heavy over the next week. Do as much as I can to go ahead and finish it without necessarily rushing through it, you know? And then I'd like to finish Silent Hill 2 on stream as well. But I know that there's been a lot more demand for some more Final Fantasy X-2 in my community. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with X-2 and try to go ahead and finish it. And then finish Silent Hill 2. And if by some miracle I can get that done in time for Dragon Age the Veilguard, that'll probably be next. What's up, Dragon? Good to see you. Yeah, midnight stream. Well, midnight for you. It's 3:15 in the morning for me. Trying to 100%. No. I'm aware that 100%ing X-2 is it's a time-consuming task. I I don't really feel like I have that time. So I'm just gonna play it my way, enjoy, you know, whatever ending I get, wherever it goes, and then probably afterwards, we'll watch some of the other endings. Yeah, it's very tedious. That's what I've heard. What's up, Clocks Max? Good to see you. Same time? Yeah, same time zone. Yeah, I'm over on the East Coast. So let's make sure that we still have everything set up. I think we do. Yeah. I might need to make some slight changes to our setup here on the screen. I'm not sure if this is what we were doing. I can't remember if I was up here or if we were in the middle before. But we'll sort that out when we start playing. What up, Druid? Good to see you. There are multiple endings. Sometimes the order you talk to people matters. Yeah, I'm aware of all of that. And, you know, I didn't want to, like, follow a guide for the game necessarily. I wanted to have, like, a really organic experience. So, you know, whatever experience I have is, you know, the experience that I have. But I will watch the endings that I miss when we beat the game. Finished with 99%. 99%. I'm not going to lie, that break my heart a little bit. I'm in Texas. Did you survive the hurricane? Yeah, we got messed up by that hurricane pretty bad. Not Milton, but Helene messed us up really bad. That's why I haven't streamed a lot in October. The first like week of October, we were without power. Everything was just wrecked. And then I had a planned vacation that was already booked that started like the 11th. So, you know, it just, and then my birthday right as soon as I got back. So it's just, October's been crazy for me. You know where the last 1% is, so it's okay. Good. What up, Victor? Good to see you, man. Dodger fan. World Series is LA versus New York. Tupac versus Biggie. Yeah, my roommate is a huge Yankees fan. My roommate Justin, he loves the Yankees. He's got so many like New York tattoos, Yankees tattoos and stuff like that. So he's extremely excited about the World Series. I've never really watched baseball, but I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I was heavy on like Ken Griffey Jr. baseball. Like, I think that was on the Super Nintendo. I was crazy about it. Yeah, haven't seen you in a little bit. Super awesome. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Too kind, chat. Moved out of Florida to try and avoid hurricanes after Michael in 2018. Then Helene came in and reminded me I'm not out of the line. Damn. Helene said, where you think you going? How is Silent Hill 2 been going? It's going good. If you check out my YouTube channel, Rex Sterling Live, my full playthrough of Silent Hill 2 is up there. I have not played any off stream, so when I go back to it, I'm gonna pick up right where I left off. But one thing that I learned doing that, one thing I learned stopping in the middle of Final Fantasy X-2 and then playing Silent Hill 2 for a couple of streams, then trying to come back to 10-2 and remember what the hell was going on and remember all of the mechanics. That was kind of a miserable experience for me. I've always been the kind of gamer that I enjoy playing games like one at a time. I like to like really hyper focus on whatever game I'm playing right now and then play it all the way through and beat it and then move on to the next game. So, yeah, the tone shift clocks, yeah, as well. But the tone shift I was fine with. It was just forgetting where you're at in the story. It just, you know, it takes me out of a game when I switch games and then try to come back. So one thing that I want to do moving forward is I want to play one game at a time, you know? I'm not saying that I won't do like some little extra streams here and there. Like, I'm really interested in the Romancing Saga 2 demo. I think that's only like an hour and a half long or something like that, 2 hours maybe. So I'd like to do a stream of that, you know, separate. But that wouldn't really be cutting into anything. It's just when it comes to full playthroughs, I really prefer to focus on them one at a time. Hey, Lua. Giggles Rex, Giggles Chat. How are you doing, Lula? Like that with books too, one of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I like to just be in it, you know. I think it just makes the content better, and I think it's better for me, you know, so my reactions are better, and being able to keep up with the game. And if I give like a review on the game, it's harder to do if my experience has been like really fractured. Victor, Jesus. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Victor. All right. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about before I start the game up? Is there anything that we need to discuss before we get on into the game? Also, Red Mist, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Daryl Jones, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that. Can't wait for Venom 3. It comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow already. God. There have been so many games that have come out in October, guys. I mean, the new Mario Party is really fun. I've had a chance to play that a little bit off stream. Really enjoyed that. TMNT had a new game that I've heard good things about. I missed Metaphor. I don't know if we'll circle back around to it or not. Romancing Saga 2 drops today, and I'm gonna miss that. Black Ops 6. You know, I used to be a huge Call of Duty fan, and in particular, I really love the Black Ops series. So I wouldn't mind playing a little bit of Black Ops, but I just don't think we'll be able to get to it. Life is Strange. There's a lot of controversy around that right now. I was a fan of the original, so I was interested in that. But yeah, I think we're just gonna do our thing, stay in our lane. We're gonna focus on 10-2 and get this playthrough done, one thing at a time. Heard Silent Hill 2 remake sold 1 million copies in its first 3 days of release. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Hopefully it's enough for Konami. I really hope the financial success leads to Konami greenlighting a Silent Hill 1 remake with Bloober being the dev. It's the rumor right now is that Bloober's going to move to Silent Hill 3. I haven't had a chance to look into it, so I'm not sure, you know, how true that is. I haven't kept up with the rumor. The Prestige system back, which is like a plus, good. As long as it's rewarding. Like, one thing I didn't like about the Prestige system in earlier COD games is you would Prestige and it was just like, it just never felt worth the reset. Yeah, Griffey Jr.? Yeah, bro. Yeah, Griffey was that, King Griffey Jr. was that dude. Old school Prestige is why I'm coming back. Yeah, I just, like I said, I hope they add a little something to it so that when you Prestige, like it, you know, like, I just hope they add a little, I would like for it to feel like a little bit of a bigger deal when you Prestige. I don't know. I've been out of the shooter game for a while, so. They had a ton of pressure. They did. Bloober had a ton of pressure on them. A ton of pressure on them. Been gone a while. Did you play Black Myth Wukong yet? Yeah, I did a couple of streams of Black Myth. I don't know if they're still on the channel or not. Never finished it. Which is, you know, again, I think it kind of sucks as a streamer to start games and not finish them unless you really hate the game. So I definitely want to finish my games. It just felt awkward to me, hard capping at level 55 for months and slowly dropping prestige in the new CODs. Yeah. I agree. Rex, what are your most anticipated upcoming games? Romancing Saga 2 is up there for me as, you know, a big fan of the Saga games, even though they're so flawed and they're so niche and they always have so much potential, but it just seems like they rarely ever get it right, if they've ever really gotten it right. Um, but Romancing Saga 2 is one of the more popular Saga games that has come out, and it looks like a lot of effort went into the remake, and I've heard some good things about it, so I'm excited about that. Um, Slitterhead, I've got my eye on that. Coming from, I think it's coming from the guy that originally created Silent Hill. But Slitterhead itself, I haven't seen enough of it to like really get hyped up. The Dragon Quest III remake, I'm interested in. Although the issues with the censorship with the game are really frustrating. I think it's made the conversation around Dragon Quest III really shitty. When the conversation around the game, it needs to be on the game and the quality of the remake. And this is an opportunity to get people into Dragon Quest that have they've never played it before, but they've always heard about it. I'm one of those people. And I was really excited about the remake. Again, don't know if I'll get a chance to play it just because I'm so behind on my playthroughs right now, but I am excited about it. I just think it's unfortunate that the remake seems to have been treated with, at least some degree of straight up disrespect towards the creators of Dragon Quest. That's really hard for me to support as a gamer because I feel like it's a slippery slope, And there was a little bit of this with Silent Hill 2. When you see censorship and you see changes made to a gaming IP solely for the sake of like virtue signaling, that's just something that it doesn't bother some people, and that's fine. It really bothers me though, and I really feel like it's a slippery slope. For instance, you look at Bloober Team with Silent Hill 2. I feel like they did some of that stuff, but they didn't do enough to ruin the game, at least in my opinion, from what I've seen so far. I still have to finish it. And I think the game is still a resounding success in the face of those changes that they made that weren't popular and that were unnecessary. Um, so they get away with it. It's still acceptable and it's still a really great game. But the issue that I have is that, okay, if we support this, if we all go out and buy this game and give it really high scores and we're talking game of the year and stuff like this and all that, will they push that farther if they get another Silent Hill project, which, it looks like they might be getting Silent Hill 3. I know that's a rumor. I don't know, the extent of the accuracy of the rumor. But my concern is that they did it with Silent Hill 2. They didn't do it enough to ruin the experience or anything, but because there wasn't a significant pushback against it that affected reviews or sales or anything like that, and because the game is so good, I think a lot of that conversation got swept under the rug. Again, like, that's fine. But my concern is, like, if I support this, are you going to do it more with the next one? Are you going to get a little bit braver with that censorship and those changes? That's what worries me about supporting games like that, or supporting developers that do that. It's way worse with Dragon Quest 3, I think. I think that's significantly worse example than Silent Hill 2. So again, I'm rooting for Dragon Quest 3 remake. I do want to play it, but I really just do not want to support the mishandling of the IP. I think that's really frustrating to watch as a gamer, and as somebody who appreciates the art and appreciates the creative intent behind character design and things like that. It's frustrating for me to see it disrespected, and it's not something that I want to support. So it makes the situation unnecessarily awkward, in my opinion. The original creators of Dragon Quest III are on the HD2 remake. That's good. That's good. Stellar Blade, I have it, but man, I can't finish it. Not because of the difficulty. It's just like, Blad just didn't pull you in. That's fair. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, love. Life is Strange, love Life is Strange games. It's an amazing series. I only played, well, I played the first one, and then I played, what was it, True Colors, and I liked both a lot. I missed the second one, but the second one seems to be a lot more controversial. The situation that I had no idea about until you just mentioned it for DQ3. This is why I got death threats. That's extreme, Rob. Yeah, no reason for that. Dude, just like Spider-Man 2 with the DLC. Yeah, I heard they dropped DLC plans for that. I'm not really sure why. Not sure if they've expanded on why. Looking forward to RPG, Fantasian, Neo Dimension. You know, the more I've seen of that mitochondria, the more I've kind of gotten a little more hype for it in December. The way you can curve spells and determine who gets hit. I saw that mechanic and I thought that was so interesting. It really looks like some innovation went into that game, and it's got me a little bit more excited about it. Whereas like a month ago, I had no idea about Neo Dimension. In my opinion, with Silent Hill 2, the only reason they changed Angela and Maria to make them look like the people doing the voice, they couldn't do that with the PS2 version. I mean, I can understand why they would want to do that, but when you already have, you know, an established appearance for the characters, you run the risk of like alienating people that got attached to those original designs, and I think that they did that. So that's a decision that I think the developer has to weigh whether or not it's worth it. In my opinion, I don't think that it was. It's good. I played it on launch with Apple Games. I'm excited to experience it on an actual monitor now. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how far mobile gaming has come, chat. Like, there are some incredible mobile games now that are getting ported, like getting ported from mobile to PC and console and performing well and looking really good. It's kind of crazy how far we've come. You know, mobile games used to just be a meme, but man, it's kind of incredible how far it's come, and I'm really happy to see that. Yeah, clocks, I agree. Victor, it was because of some hacking that happened and everything got leaked, so they just didn't want to release it anymore. Damn, really? Damn, that's unfortunate. I remember the Insomniac leak, but I mean, I didn't think that it would affect like development. The environment is insane. It's made IRL. I forgot the name of the modeling they did for Fantasian. What's up, J Vision? Good to see you. They did dioramas for all the environment. I think that's cool as well, Rob. Yeah, I'm definitely more hyped for that game the more that I've heard about it and seen it. Where's the music? Let's get a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit of music in here. It was a solid turn-based. Oh, dude, turn-based is in such a like a renaissance right now, isn't it? Guessing they're just focusing on the Wolverine game. I mean, if that's their decision, then that's their decision. How do you like the game? Are you talking about 10-2? I've enjoyed my playthrough so far. Tonight I really want to focus on understanding party mechanics and, you know, build mechanics and jobs, and I want to focus on like getting a better party together. Brought me back to my PS1 glory days of Square. Yeah, I agree. They just want to focus on new games. Well, I mean, you know, that's fine. Man, I remember when the hype for the remake of Legend of Dragoon was going to happen, but it got shut down. Damn. I've heard so many people ask for a remake of Legend of Dragoon. I've never played it. But I've, you know, it's one of those games you always hear about. I remember what a big deal it was when it first came out. Rex, are you going to play Monster Hunter Wilds beta? That's a tough one because I feel like the biggest draw of my streams is full playthroughs of games, typically blind, typically a game I've never played before. So a lot of times I avoid betas because I don't want to break up that experience. I don't want to play the beta and start to form all of these opinions. And then, like, you know, months later, the game releases and, you know, my first stream of a full playthrough of that game is essentially me replaying, you know, what I played in the beta. I feel like that the way that breaks up the experience, it takes kind of the excitement out of that first stream for a new game is what I worry about. And those are typically my most popular streams is when I start a new playthrough. So I don't want to lower the value of that of that content by playing betas and demos too much. That's why I quit doing that as much. Legend of Dragoon is really solid. Its combat is similar to what they're doing with Expedition 33. That's exciting. Expedition 33 is... I've definitely got my eye on that game. I really want to play that game. That game looks very, very good. I have... You know, I have like... I don't want to say concerns, but I have some questions about what they're going to do to make the world itself more immersive. Like how NPCs... Interaction with NPCs is handled, but... You know, I'm interested in it. What they have shown has been really good so far. When's the next game voting? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I kind of have a plan for what I'm gonna play next and what order I'm gonna do things. I like letting you guys vote on games for playthroughs, but what I don't like about that is when I plan things out myself and I already know like the next game that I'm going to go ahead and play, then I can go ahead and start making content on that game early. Like knowing that I'm going to play Dragon Age the Veilguard, I can react to news about the game. I can react to previews of the game. We can have like, you know, conversational, you know, clips and stuff that I can put out on the channel. You know, me reacting to the game and talking and stuff like that. And what that does is that helps kind of like prepare everybody for the playthrough, and it helps draw in more people that would want to see the playthrough. So I feel like that's just a huge advantage for my channel, especially because my channel's small. You know what I mean? Like not a lot of people know about me. So getting videos and reactions and talking about the game before I stream it, it's very advantageous to me and growing the community. When I let people vote on the games that I play, I don't know what I'm playing next until it's like really close, and I'm not able to really hype it up in any way. I'm not able to really hype it up that much. And there's also the other issue where it's all well and good letting people vote on what games I play now, but as the channel grows and gets bigger, you're going to start to see people doing things to manipulate those votes, botting those votes and things like that, which I didn't even know that you could do that until I saw it happen to a YouTuber that's much bigger than me. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's like a YouTube channel with like 100,000 subs or something like that. And they were letting their community vote on their playthroughs, and people started rigging the votes. And so it wasn't Moist that happened to. I think it might have been Never Knows Best, or it might have been I can't remember. But just knowing that, like, knowing that's not sustainable, because if my channel does grow and our community does get bigger, people will do things like that to sway voting. That kind of makes me want to get a little bit away from relying on that so much, because eventually we will get to a point where when I post those votes, people manipulate it and bot it, and then everybody's going to be upset. It's going to cause, you know what I'm saying? I can just see the problem down the road with it. So many games I got left behind. All I can do are just enjoy YouTube channel gameplay. I totally understand that. Easy. Is it easy? Hope I said that right. Yo, what's up, Chocobo? Good to see you. Hello. I've seen some streamers make it where subs are the only ones who can vote. On YouTube? I don't think that you can do that on YouTube. I think you can only do that on Twitch. Maybe on Twitch? I don't think you can do it on YouTube. Yeah, I think there's too many ways. There's too many ways that the voting on, yeah, Mint Twitch, yeah. My voting is done on YouTube. So I think there's just too many ways that it can be exploited on YouTube that I'm concerned about. I still want to let people vote. Like, I still want to let people vote. It's just I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do it without breaking up our content, you know. Don Cornell, yeah, I just couldn't get one. Heard it's been happening to a lot of people except me because my streams are more hobby. I don't really get people anymore. Yeah. Well, you know, if you're streaming for a hobby, there's still a lot of advantages to that. Man, dude, while I was gone, there was so much news happening. I was so frustrated the whole time I was gone. Every time I opened up X, it was like some news that I wanted to talk about on stream. I was crushed. But I'm also, like, you've probably noticed, doing less reacts now. Trying to focus more on just playing games for you guys. So I still react to things that chat asks me about and brings up, but good here, Rex. Glad I can catch a stream from the beginning and be able to accompany it till the end. How have you been? Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here too. Been such a wholesome stream so far. Eventually, like, maybe eventually when we have a bigger chat, like say when we get to the point where we have, well, I was gonna say maybe when we eventually get to the point where there's like maybe like, you know, a couple hundred people, like 500 to 1,000 people in the chat every time we stream. Maybe when we get to that point, I could do the voting for the next playthrough like literally in the chat, but I just think it's smarter for me to play the games that I'm most excited to play, because I think that that's when those are gonna be the best playthroughs. Those are gonna be the games that I have the most to talk about, the most to say about. I'm gonna be the most passionate about the content I'm creating. I've really enjoyed this year letting my community choose the games that I play, but I gotta be honest with you, man. There's a lot of games that I was personally really passionate about, but my community didn't share that passion. So I skipped those games and I regretted it, you know? Like, it bothered me for a long time. Some of the games that I really wanted to play, that there just wasn't community support for it. And so I skipped it. And I don't know. I want to make my community happy. I think every streamer feels that way. Every, good streamer. I want to make my community happy, and I want to make content that you guys want to see. But there's only so many video games that I can play. And I just feel like I owe it to myself to choose the games that I want to play the most, you know? I just think that's the right way to go about it. I mean, that's what I did with Final Fantasy VII, and we went from like 10 people watching every stream to like 400 watching every stream. So, I think you just have a little bit of faith in me and the choices that I make, and we'll get where we need to be. That's what I think. This is another one that was part of my childhood, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. I will enjoy watching your videos as far as I can. That's good. You know, that's what I make them for, is hopefully for you to enjoy them. I don't want to give up retro games completely. So, you know, there will still be dead months. Like, there will still be dead months where there's like nothing in particular going on, where maybe I can do more votes and stuff like that. I enjoy myself looking, you have fun. Don't do that. I think I know what you're saying. Thank you, Lua. I appreciate that. I stick with streamers I enjoy. I don't watch everything, but I'll watch something now here. Yeah, that's how I am. That's how I am. I'm like that with a lot of streamers, like Moist. Pretty much any streamer. I'm the same way. If they play a game I'm not that interested in, I'll you know, I'll stay subbed, but I'll come back when there's something I want to see. I think that's fair. By not streaming the game you like, you aren't able to attract the people who like those games. Exactly, Nancy. Yeah. Exactly. I think that as a streamer, you should try to attract an audience of people that are like you, and that share the same interests as you. I think that will grow your community. Hey, honestly, go for the games that you enjoy, Quay. I come to your streams for the entertainment, not just for Final Fantasy games. It comes to a point that I think your community is already solid. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's 26 people watching right now, which isn't a lot, but I want you to understand that I started this stream with no scheduled stream, no heads up, no announcement. At 3 o'clock in the morning, there should be nobody here. Like, you know what I mean? To still have, you know, 10 people over on Twitch and 16 on YouTube. I don't think some people realize how hard that is and how rare that is. Like, not to pat myself on the back, but just to pat our community on the back. Like, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, I have friends that stream and would give anything to have 25 people show up at 3 a.m. So I'm very grateful. Yeah, I like that idea, Rex. There are a few things I dislike more on Twitch, YouTube than streamers who you can tell are faking their reactions. It feels so artificial and disingenuous. I'd say pick things that you're interested in. It'll lead to better quality reactions and probably more satisfaction on your end too. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I agree. Not everyone can afford to play new games these days. That's another thing. You know, Easy brings up a great point. I do have the advantage because of like donations from the community and the way you guys support me. I have the ability to play literally every new game that comes out. Not only that, but like our community has started to get noticed by other companies. Like recently I got an email from a company that runs like a charity marathon through October, and they've asked me to join and be a part of it. They're a pretty big company. So actually I need to check my email and see if there's been any more correspondence on that. I've also had a lot of game companies reach out to me recently asking me to play their game on stream, you know, and giving me like free Steam keys to their game to play it, do sponsored streams and things like that. And so our community, like, you know, no matter how many people show up for any individual stream, we're definitely getting noticed a lot. I'm starting to get a lot of those emails from people, from developers that are working on games on Steam, and they're like, hey, would you be willing, like, I'll give it to you for free if you'd be willing to play it. I'd love to know what you think about it. I've been getting a lot of those messages over the past 2 months, and that's because of you guys. 100%. Rick's about to bust a Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained? Yeah. So, anyway, to get back to what Easy was saying, I have the ability to play literally every new game that comes out. And so and not every streamer does. And that's a big reason why I'm trying to focus a little bit more on newer games. I know some people don't want to watch, when it drops because they don't want to be spoiled. They want to play it themselves. I totally get that. But, I have a very unique advantage that, you know, every new game, $70, whatever it costs, I can get it and play it for you guys, and I can make full playthroughs in the moment of these new games, and we can talk about what's broken, what's working, is it game of the year? We can compare it to. I just feel like that's such a huge advantage, and I feel like for me as a creator, it's kind of a waste to focus so much on retro games when that's something that any streamer can do. I have I just feel like I should take advantage of my position a little bit more and play these expensive games and help you guys decide whether or not you want to spend your money on it. I think that's worth considering too. I'm sorry I'm being so chatty. I know you guys want to get to Final Fantasy X too, but I haven't streamed in 3 or 4 days, and I've really missed talking to you guys. So I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna enjoy this just chatting a little while longer before we start 10-2. Sorry to say something not on topic. You don't have to apologize for that ever. But the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 game looks great. Yeah, Expedition 33 is going to be a day one for me. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if that game sells well. Square Enix would do a new turn-based RPG for Final Fantasy. I'm loving the new combat style, honestly, and I more gravitate to real-time combat, but it would be great for a spin-off or a mainline to do turn-based again. I think there's a growing desire in the Final Fantasy community to see another turn-based Final Fantasy game if they can do enough to make it interesting. If you look at what Claire's doing, making it so that during the turn-based combat, you can interact with attacks and you can interact with blocks and parries and defense. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just really wish I could be in the room when these companies are designing turn-based games. And it makes me like, I'm not a game developer, but if I ever make enough money and if I ever get to the point where I can do this, I want to design a turn-based game myself, with my community, because it's kind of like a lifelong dream project, design my own turn-based JRPG inspired game, because I feel like I have so many ideas for ways that you can make a turn-based game more exciting and more immersive to where it doesn't feel like you're just waiting on the next turn. You can have turn-based combat, and I think you can get rid of that waiting around, that lagging, that lag in the action for the player on, like actively being involved. I have so many ideas, and I think so many games have implemented some of those ideas. I'm just waiting for the turn-based game, and if not, maybe one day I could make it myself. But I'm waiting for that turn-based game that implements all of it. I want glimmers from Saga. I want timed attacks from Mario RPG. Timed defense and parrying that you see with Mario RPG did that as well, but now you got Expedition 33's implementing parries. Aiming your spells like you see with that Neo game, Neo Fantasia or whatever. Sorry if I said that wrong. But combo attacks. That's again from Saga. Other games have done it as well, where if you pick certain attacks, there's a chance that all of your teammates or your party members will combine their attacks on an enemy. Like, I just want a turn-based game that does all of it. All of it. And then also, who was it that implemented a system where if you come across an enemy that is significantly lower than you in level, you can hit them on the overworld and immediately just get your XP. Just one hit kill them, get the XP and everything that you would get for it, and move on. I just feel like all of these systems are great for turn-based games, and I want to see a turn-based game that implements as many of those mechanics as they can in a single game, because I think that would blow up. There's always the possibility that trying to implement all those mechanics, there could be some overlap that you don't want, or some of those mechanics might butt heads. You might not be able to do everything, but if you could find a way to use as many of those mechanics in one game as possible, I think it would be insane. I think it would be an insane game. Yeah, Mitochondria, I agree. Mario RPGs, you know, probably still to this day my favorite game. When my wife asked me how did I afford that new game, and my response is like Sarah said to Joel, drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. It's one of the best openings of a video game ever. What I like about so far, he gives honest reactions for a game he played first time. Is that, let me see. I don't know if Easy was talking about me or another streamer he watches. Let me see. Yeah. Group encounters Expedition 33 is doing looks sick. Agreed. Agreed. There's been RPGs with enemies that run away if your level's a bit higher than theirs. Yeah, that's not bad either. Makes sense. I honestly think Square would be open to it. They haven't been happy with the performance lately. I say they go back to lower quality games with shorter dev times. I don't like waiting 4+ years for... Yeah, I agree with that as well. Started watching you during Final Fantasy VII Remake because I couldn't afford to buy it. Honestly, I stayed for the community and for you. Nowadays, I don't care about the game. I'm here for the spectacle. That's so sweet. Thank you. Actually glad you're chatting. Thank you, Druid. Man, you guys are making me feel so good today. What's up with this? What's up with this? Let me grab a little something to drink. I want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, but too bad reality is harsh. I'm with you there, Chocobo. Yeah. Yeah, and I think for people, like, that's another thing, like, as gamers, I think we can all relate to this, like, Broketober, right? There's so many games I'm excited about coming out, and I know I can't buy all of them, you know? And so, at least not to just play for myself at home, right? But I have that ability to do that for you guys. And I think it does help some people with making up their mind on whether or not they want to purchase a game, so... I don't know, you know, that's why I'm trying to focus a little bit more on newer games. And again, you know, not to be the numbers guy, but again, I think it's good for the channel. Remember Cold Steel Trails in the Sky series. Azura's the last one I can afford to play, but continuation, no chance. Now a latest one came out. Is it Daybreak or Reverie? I think it's Daybreak. Yo, Clocks, thank you. Thank you for the tier 1. 3 months? Has it been 3 months already, Clocks? Don't get him too excited, yeah. You're letting your hair grow out again. I am. The goal is to keep it short on the sides, and then I'll use some product to start pushing it back. But right now it's just at that awkward length where pushing it back is like super hard, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Little boyish, but whatever. It's okay. It'll be all right. Did you see Naughty Dog's next game will have player freedom and might be comparable to Breath of the Wild or Elden Ring? I'm so excited for it. Love Naughty Dog's games. This will be very different. I'm excited about that too, Jarvie. I did not know that, but yeah, that's exciting to hear. You've been playing Sparking Zero. It's been fun and a nice break from... Yeah. I heard Sparking Zero is great. Not balanced, but great, and people are enjoying it, and that's more important than balance, in my opinion. Unless you're trying to design a game like that for esports or something like that, to be used in competitive play like that. I'll tell you, man, like, while we're talking, while we're talking, one thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, and I wasn't going to because I was like, I know a lot of people just don't care for React content, and I get it. But I did want to talk a little bit about this. I've been seeing this a lot lately. Let me pull it up. Let me just get let me get it ready. There is one thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit. Okay, let me get this over here. We'll talk about this real quick because this is something that I might clip to put on the channel. Okay. We can do it this way. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but there has been a lot of conversation around the Horizon IP that Sony has. Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, Call of the Mountain. Um, and there's been a lot of conversation around Guerrilla focusing on Horizon. And this is coming from uh Guerrilla. Hold on, let me pull up the actual tweet, the actual tweet about them not making Killzone anymore. This was something that I wanted to talk about. So Gorilla has apparently stated that they're done with Killzone, that they're not going back to it. Even though there has been, I've noticed a resurgence in people wanting to see another Killzone from Gorilla, because I feel like Gorilla, just as a developer, they've come along so far since, what was it, Shadows Fall, the last Killzone game. Gorilla has grown a lot, evolved a lot, and what they've done with Horizon, I think, is incredible. To be honest with you, especially going from Killzone to Horizon, I think that it's been a resounding success for the studio. Uh, for them to outright say that they're done with the series, and I haven't read the full article, but I just kind of want to talk about the reactions to it. I feel like this is a bit of a missed opportunity, especially with apparently like PlayStation executives have complained about PlayStation's lack of IPs or not having enough IPs, which is crazy when you think about all the IPs that PlayStation has, including Killzone. Um, so a lot of people are upset about this. And I understand why people, but I have seen this backlash that has it's been becoming more common and more popular on social media towards Horizon. Colin Moriarty tweeted this out, and I've been seeing other tweets about it. It's true that Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West have sold a combined 35 million copies across PS4, PS5, and PC, an insane success story, and it is. It's also true that everyone seems to hate Horizon. As a huge fan of the IP myself, I must admit that it feels awfully lonely out here. You're not alone, Colin. This is how I've been feeling as well. I've been feeling lately like the only person that likes Horizon, and I know I'm not. I know I'm not the only person that enjoys Horizon. The numbers speak for itself, but on social media, on Twitter and stuff like that, it's been nothing but hate for Horizon. Everyone seems to hate Horizon, and I've been seeing this a lot. Killzone is being completely dropped so they can keep making that industry plant slop Horizon. And that's, no offense towards this person that tweeted this. They have every right to tweet what they want. But it's just crazy to me that people are. I've seen so many people call Horizon an industry plant game. Like, no one actually likes this garbage. This IP is actually boring trash. I've seen a lot of that rhetoric and people saying that, it's like an industry plant. It's being falsely pushed, or, its success is being manufactured in some way. I feel crazy. I feel crazy because I don't think it's good for Gorilla to hyper focus on just Horizon when there's other things that they could be doing. Like, they could go and remake or make a new Killzone. And while they're doing that, it gives you time to kind of just kind of think about what you want to do with Horizon. And when you come back to it, you've probably got a ton of fresh ideas. You've got new mechanics. You probably learned a lot of stuff doing Killzone and evolved that, and you have new ideas to bring back to Horizon. Like, that's what I want to see. That's where I think a lot of innovation comes from in game development. So I'm not happy about Gorilla saying, we're not interested in making another Killzone, or we're done with the series, or whatever. But I also really dislike the rhetoric that I've seen towards Horizon, that it's garbage, it's boring. It's fine if somebody doesn't like it, but to outright deny the success of the IP or the appeal of the IP, I mean, come on, dude. Like, Aloy's awesome. The story around Aloy, I haven't finished Forbidden West, and I know there's like some controversy on the story there, so I will finish it one day. But Zero Dawn is one of my favorite games of all time. I think it had one of the best stories, and one of the most fun open worlds. I mean, you're out there with a bow and arrow fighting mechanical dinosaurs, bro. Like, what? What? Like, Horizon's incredible to me, and so much fun. And you can get so creative with it, with the combat and exploring the world and stuff like that. And I just think it's really unfair, and in my opinion disingenuous, to call it like an industry plant game. The sales are there to support the interest in the IP. Obviously, Guerrilla has seen such an interest in the IP that they want to ignore their others, which I don't think they should do. But I just want to say I love Horizon, particularly Zero Dawn, and I do plan to go back and finish Forbidden West. But I just don't like the idea that that it's actually not good, and Sony is somehow, pushing this IP, or manufacturing its success in some way. I just don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that, and I just want to see a little bit of love for Horizon, because at the end of the day, I think that any gripes that people actually have with Horizon, I think that goes to like game design, or the way that the IP is being handled, etc. But as far as an actual game, the characters, the story, the combat, the enemies, enemy design, all of the work that went into the expansions and things like that, I don't think a lot of the criticism I'm seeing towards it is fair. I just wanted to put out there that there are people that really love Horizon. I'm one of them for sure. I think it's a great game. I don't think despite its success, I don't think you should hyper fixate on it at the expense of all the other IPs that Sony could be working on, or that Guerrilla could be working on, helping with, and things like that. I think that is maybe a little bit of a mistake. And I also think that there's a little bit of IP fatigue going on. I think that's fair to say. Would you agree that, you had Zero Dawn, then you had Forbidden West, then I think Zero Dawn had a PS5 upgrade already, or was running at 60 frames on PS5. I'm not sure. Now you've got this remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn. Then you've got the Lego Horizon game. Then you had the VR Horizon game. I think that, like, you're kind of like oversaturating supply and demand, or oversaturating the market with Horizon. And like, I feel that the market, or consumers, or gamers can get IP fatigue, where it's like, okay, like, it's great. Maybe it's not your cup of tea, but it's obviously good, and it's doing good, and that's great. But like, for the love of God, can you give me something other than Horizon, please? Like, I have plenty of Horizon games. Can we do some Killzone? Can we do something else? I think that's totally fair. I think that's completely fair to feel that way. I just hate the way that it gets spun, and there's almost like this grifting around it where people are just shitting on Horizon for fun and shitting on it for clicks. And I wanted to just offer a little bit of pushback against that part of the conversation. But I do agree with the rest of it. It was a very unique world for sure. I only played it for an hour, but that's what stood out to me the most. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Having two successful, I'm sorry, what was that, Jean? Having two successful game series and chopping one off is idiotic. Yeah, I think it's a huge missed opportunity. I totally agree. I don't think they need to make a Killzone, but they should at least make another IP alongside with Horizon. The fact that they're going all in on just one IP is strange. I mean, that's what they did with Killzone. Me personally, I'm not a fan of Horizon, just couldn't get into it. Yeah, I think, isn't that kind of what led them to Horizon? Is the studio itself was feeling fatigue from working on Killzone, and they were like, man, like, we just want to do something different. We just want to do something, we want to work on something new. And that's how they came up with Horizon. And that's a wonderful process. And I think a lot of fans of Guerrilla, and even fans of Horizon like myself, I would not be upset at all if Guerrilla said, we're going to put Horizon on ice for a little while. It's time to go back to Killzone and see what we can do with this. Or we want to work on something fresh again. Hey, after what you did with Horizon Zero Dawn, you have my blessing. Go right ahead. I hate to see you like wall yourself off from what could be a lot of creativity, innovation, because I think Guerrilla's so talented. I just feel like I do feel like it's a mistake to hyper fixate on just one IP. Obviously, if they feel like that's best, who am I to say that you shouldn't do that? I'm just giving my opinion. The UI and waypoints and the kind of Ubisoft map design turned me off, but I did really like the world, and the story was pretty interesting from the little I played. I think the story was incredible for Zero Dawn, at least. The story was incredible. The ending was like profound to me. Like, that's probably a bit of an overstatement, but I really liked it a lot. I mean, I remember sitting through the credits. I can't remember if there was a post-credit scene or not, but there's that last, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's that one last cutscene with Aloy at the end of Zero Dawn that's just so beautiful. And man, when the credits are rolling on a game that you've beaten and you're just sitting there and you're just letting the credits roll and you're just like, wow, like reflecting on the experience you just had. I had that with Zero Dawn, man. That's a special feeling. That's why I get hyped for new IPs like Expedition 33 that come out of nowhere. Yeah, totally, totally. We need fresh franchises, agreed. I won't even touch an Assassin's Creed game just because I'm annoyed that they won't stop making them. I want something new and bring Splinter Cell back. I totally agree, Clocks. Yeah, I get IP fatigue or franchise fatigue as well. Whenever a company starts pushing out, a new FIFA every year, a new Madden every year. To be fair, with sports games, I kind of, I think it does make a little bit more sense. But I would almost rather them, like talking about sports games, I would almost rather them put out a Madden game and then just update the rosters. That's practically what you're doing with the new one every year anyway. I'd rather you just like do free updates on it for, like maybe 2 years and then drop a new one. Give those devs a little extra time to work on new mechanics for it and things like that. I think that would make for better games. I don't know if you'd make all the billions of dollars in the world. But that's what happens when you hyperfixate on revenue, and it always seems to come at the expense of, the creativity and the innovation. And gamers notice that. We get frustrated with it. But yeah, even with Call of Duty, and what we've been experiencing with Horizon, like, yeah, it's like and Assassin's Creed, like you brought up, like, I just like, stop throwing a new one at me every fucking year, man. Just my opinion, though. I know other people feel the same. Now, for people that love Assassin's Creed and buy it every year, I don't want them to lose that. Just kind of giving my perspective. There are people who won't play Horizon just because the main is a female. That's garbage. Like some people are dissing the new Ghost of Yotai because it seems to star a female. Um, I I don't know. I would love to see some research on how significant that is. You're right. There's definitely some people that won't play a game that has a female protagonist, and I feel like the like super toxic culture around that conversation makes it even worse. Where you have all like you have all of these like red pilled like Andrew Tate like 18-year-olds that are like, like get women away from me. Like the most alpha thing they can do is have nothing to do with a girl. It seems a little backwards to me, but I mean, I don't understand that culture very well, so I don't want to sit here and comment on it a lot. I'd rather stick to things that I feel like I understand better. But I just don't feel like it's I suspect that it doesn't make a significant difference in the revenue of a game. And I mean, look at the sales of Horizon. Look how good Horizon's done despite that, right? Look at Tomb Raider. I don't know. In my 30 plus years of gaming, Tomb Raider's been around for a lot of it. I've never heard any of my boys say, yeah, I would play it, but I don't want to play as a girl. Like everyone I know, including the guys, actually kind of especially the guys, love Laura Croft. One of my favorite games of all time is Perfect Dark, the original on Nintendo 64. And Joanna Dark was not really sexualized in any way in that game. And with the character models that we had to work with, it's, you couldn't really sexualize it that much unless you wanted to give her the polygonal. Is it polygonal or polygonal? You give them the pyramid titties or whatever, like whatever. But Joanna Dark was in a great game. The performance for Joanna was great. The game was great, and to this day, I just all I want is another great Perfect Dark so I can play as Joanna again. As far as Ghost of Yotai, I was one of those people that was disappointed when I saw that we had a new protagonist, but I would have felt that way if it was a guy or a girl. I was just really attached to Jin, and I was excited at the idea of, knowing where Jin might go from there. I think it's okay that they chose to wrap up his story that way. Like, I don't think that's wrong. I was just unprepared for it. I had for years been preparing myself for another game with Jin, and I was totally caught off guard with the new protagonist. It doesn't make me less excited for the game necessarily or anything like that. I still want to play it. A lot of faith in Sucker Punch. I think Ghost of Tsushima is one of the best games I've ever played. Yeah, a female protagonist doesn't throw me off at all. It doesn't throw me off at all. Um, but the conversation around it, especially like on Twitter and social media, has been so shitty that I can understand why, I just feel like if you're reading that too much, disengage with it, because I feel like it can affect your enjoyment of games. I'd rather love or hate a game based on the merits of the game and my personal experience with it. If you look at Horizon to Forbidden West, the graphics for Zero Dawn Alloy looks like a plastic doll. So if they can improve it to make like Forbidden West, I welcome the remaster. It looks like they have. Digital Foundry put out a really good video on it, and I mean, it looks incredible. Great take. Thank you, bro. Yeah, might as well come out as gay. God, Jesus. I don't know if it I don't know if it's that serious, but yeah, I mean, look, I think at the end of the day, if you make a really good game, it doesn't care. It if you make a really good game, I don't think gamers will, as a group, care if the protagonist is white or black or, pretty or ugly or whatever. You just have to make it make sense. It just has to make sense, and it just has to fit together, and it has to be, um, you know, it just needs to be coherent in the game, and it needs to just be a good game, and I'll play it. I won't care. I I I don't think people will care. If the product is good, people are going to want it, whether the main protagonist is male or female. You'll have all these people that shit on Ghost of Yotai because they have a female protagonist. But if that game comes out and is anywhere near as good as Ghost of Tsushima, all of that discourse is going to die and people are going to go and buy the game, and the numbers will show how people really feel. You know, the revenue and the numbers and the sales will show how people really feel. And if the game comes out and it's good, people are going to eat it up. And I'm going to be eating. At least the Horizon remaster is only 10 for people that own the original. Is that remaster only on PlayStation? Is it not on Steam? Are they not putting that remaster on PC? Because like I like the idea of the remaster, but I wanted to get it. I mean, I don't know. I wanted to play it on PC. Yeah. Yeah, Slim. Metroid, Perfect Dark, Last of Us, etc. were all great, and I love them. I don't really care if the protagonist. Yeah, yeah. Like if the game is good, I don't care. I've never once cared. You know, now you can make a protagonist unlikable, but that's not connected to like their gender or their skin color or anything like that. I could give you an analogy as to why people like myself don't like Horizon. It's basically how people hated the Carpenters back in the 70s for being radioactively square. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't I don't understand the analogy. I'm not familiar with that. But I do understand some people don't like Horizon because of the Ubisoft design elements in the game, turning some people off. Sure. You know, I think that's fair. And then there's just going to be people that don't connect with it. And that's normal though. You know, that's not hate. It's just, there's just going to be games you don't connect with it for whatever reason. There's been games like that for me that I just could not connect with, even though like I wanted to, or even though, you know, I knew it was a pretty decent game. I just couldn't, it didn't speak to me. That's normal. I can't play with male characters. I make them colorful. My opinion, I'm fighting dinos with a bow. Give me a gun. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fine. Like, that's, again, so your issue with the game, you know, typically comes down to a design decision, a design decision that was made by the developers, and that's fair. That's not like, oh, bigoted gamers and gamer chuds don't like a woman. Like, no, I just, you know, I just wanted a gun. I just wish the combat mechanics were different. That's totally fair. I was like that with Undertale. Couldn't get into its wacky storytelling, even though it's a massively renowned game. I've got to play Undertale one day. I want to understand why people liked it so much. I feel the same way with Hollow Knight and Ori. I feel like I need to play those games at some point. Feel like Hawkeye fighting Ultron robots. Yeah, that's totally fair, bro. That's totally fair, bro. Yeah, like, yeah, I just, you know, there's a thing going on in gaming media right now and with gaming journalists where whenever there's a backlash against a game that has a main character that's any type of minority, we'll say, they just want to paint it as, oh, here's gamers being sexist and racist again, when that's not what it is. You know, you saw that with Assassin's Creed, where there were people that had a lot of problems with the Yasuke character, and those were completely valid criticisms, and it got painted as, oh, you know, gamers just can't stand to see a black guy. And the problem is, you do have people that have that opinion. You do have people that were like, I don't want to play as a black guy. Like, there are fucking idiots that have that opinion that are just racist or whatever. And they will selectively always pick out that one or two comment, and they'll feature that in the headline, and they always want to control the narrative. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's a business decision for them. What I want people to understand is that from the perspective of gaming journalists, if they can control the narrative around video games, AAA video games, that gives them power and relevancy. and that's what keeps their business alive. So that's what that is, in my opinion, is they constantly need to be able to control and spin narratives. And then what you have is game companies that are like, oh, what do we need to do for you not to portray us this way or whatever. And it leads to a lot of things like access journalism. It leads to a lot of things that are just, gaming journalists need to be between the game and the player. They need to be like that messenger or that third party. That's the only way that they're able to stay in business. So they have to bring something to the table. They have to do something between the developer and the player. And I think that with social media and that with the way technology has evolved, there isn't really the need for that as much anymore. So they stir up as much controversy as they can, and they try to control narratives around games as much as they can, because that gives them power and that allows them to stay in business. And I think it's purely just a financial move from them. You have to play Hollow Knight. I've heard. I do want to play it. I just got the 100% on 10-2. Congratulations, because I've heard that's very difficult. You should check out Doki Doki. Dude, they just put that on like PlayStation Plus as like one of the giveaway games or something. Doki Doki Literature. I have to play it because there's something about that game where people play that game and they're like, that was fucked up. And I'm like, how? What? I feel like I have to play Doki Doki. I agree. I remember it was being backlash due to it being compared to Pocahontas. Yeah, I mean, like, but what's wrong with being compared to Pocahontas? Like, wasn't that like a beloved story? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? Like, oh, this game reminds us of Pocahontas, one of the most, you know, famous and beloved stories. Okay, what's wrong with that then? That doesn't sound like a negative thing to me. I don't understand how that would be necessarily negative. I don't know. The small group always gets the biggest microphone. It's super annoying. Yeah, And the thing about it is like, that's going to continue as long as people continue to constantly interact with bait, clickbait, rage bait. As long as people continue to give it all the impressions, click, and engagement that drives revenue, people are going to continue to do it. Like, that's what, again, that's just something that I hope people understand. The people that are like peddling these opinions and these takes about gamers being so toxic and racist and hateful and, bigoted and trying to control the narrative around games like Assassin's Creed and trying to control the narratives around, like, what was it, Dustborn or whatever. People are only doing that because by trying to like subvert the actual issue at hand, by trying to rage bait the conversation, they get all these impressions, they get all of this social media growth, and then they monetize it. They run ads on it. They start making money. A lot of these people these aren't genuine opinions, like they don't genuinely feel this way. It's just monetizable. There's just financial incentive for them to take advantage of it. So it's really on us to stop interacting with that type of content, because as long as we're interacting with it and they're making money from it, they're going to continue to do it because they're making money from it, So that's one reason why I'm a little bit more selective with content that I interact with and content that I give attention to. Now, as somebody with a platform, I will always shit on it. Just to be completely honest with you, whenever I come across, I'm not going to go out of my way to find it so that I can make videos and like grift it. But when it comes my way organically, I will always take pleasure in stopping what I'm doing, pulling my pants down around my ankles, and taking a fat shit on that entire culture and everyone involved. 100%. 100%. Because people need to be aware that the normal takes and the like regular gamer's opinion is still out there. It is still the majority. And so I want to share that with people. Because if all you do is look at the rage bait on YouTube and Twitter, you will think like it'll drive you crazy, because you'll think like there's like, how can so many people feel this way? They don't feel that way. They're just trying to maximize their social media growth and maximize ad revenue. That's it. They like, and I just want people to know that there are people that have genuine concerns, but even people that have concerns about, like, is this racist, is this sexist, or inclusivity, DEI, things like that. Even people that have like genuine um opinions on that or for that or against that or whatever, they get drowned out by the rage bait. The people that go the most extreme with their opinions will always get the most clicks. And until that changes, like, nothing's going to change. As long as that makes the most money and leads to people getting the most followers and the most subs, they're only going to keep making content like that. That's why if you pay attention to me, if you look at the videos that I was putting out on my YouTube channels a month ago, 2 months ago, and then you look at what I've been doing in the past couple of weeks, I've moved away from that because I want to acknowledge the problem with that culture, but I don't want to feed it. And that's a really fine line to walk. So anyway, that's a very long-winded explanation of how I feel about some of that stuff. Sorry for sorry for sorry for ranting so much about it, but I do want people to know and to understand how much of it is fake, how much of it is botted, how much of it is fake. Hollow Knight's really incredible. It was made by 3 people on a paltry $80,000 budget, but it looks and feels expensive, and it's widely regarded as the greatest Metroidvania of all time. You can feel the passion oozing from it. God, that really makes me want to play it. Still, that cultural appreciation, you mean appropriation bullshit. Talking about with Pocahontas, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like when it comes to cultural appropriation, that's I think that's a really complicated topic that I just don't really feel comfortable discussing, because I feel like in order to, and I wish game developers felt this way, I feel like there's some issues like with representation, cultural appropriation. Like, these are complicated topics, and I think that they deserve to be handled with a degree of respect. I don't feel like you can cover those topics well if you don't understand it well. And if you're not willing to, like, educate yourself on these topics, then you just look like a fucking idiot when you talk about them. And I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. That's why I don't want to dive too deep into that. But unfortunately, what I see is a lot of people that try to handle those topics handle it in a way that's disrespectful to the topic, disrespectful to the people that they claim they're doing it for, and disrespectful to us as gamers that are just trying to enjoy a video game. There's a way that you can get messages across to a gamer without getting on a soapbox. And when you have writers that are, they're more of an activist than a writer, the problem there is that they don't have the talent, the writing talent, to incorporate their ideas into their game in a way that's, like, respectful and that also fits organically into the game. You can tell, and gamers can tell, when it's being shoved into a game. I'll give you a perfect example of this. I was playing a game last year, I think it was, and I can't remember what game it was, but I think it was like a JRPG game. It was like a game similar to like a Visions of Mana or something like that. I can't remember what game it was. But I went into a dungeon and we had a boss fight in the dungeon. And this is a Japanese game. Keep that in mind. There's a boss fight in the dungeon, and at the end of it, the boss that you were fighting was like a golem. It was like one of those enemies that's made out of rocks, big rock enemy. You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what we call them, but it was like one of those. It was like a elemental rock enemy. So we fought the boss, killed the boss, and then my main character is having a conversation, And he's like, man, he was really, really, really tough. And then one of the characters in the party, one of the girls in the party says, how do you know it was a he? What? Talk about taking me right out of the game. Like it immediately took me out of the game and put me into Twitter. What are you doing? Like, that's so forced in. Like, why would you do that? That makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. So like those are situations I'm talking about where, like, as a player, like, gamers are not idiots. We can feel when it's like shoved in. That was, again, if you wanted to address pronouns in your video game, I will go on record right now. I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that. If you want to address pronouns in your video game, your job, though, is to do it well. And when you have people that are so focused on the soapbox that they want to stand on and the idea that they want to convey, and they're more focused on like getting this issue into the game, and they don't have the talent, or they're not focused on implementing it in a way that makes sense, you get shit like that, and it ruins it. Now, that didn't completely ruin the game for me. Like, I was like, that was super weird, and then I moved on. But it was annoying because I was just like, that's just such a bad it's just such bad writing in the middle of a fun boss fight, in the middle of a fun game. It's super awkward. So like, that's what I'm talking about. You have people that don't have the talent, and they're not knowledgeable enough about the subject that they're trying to speak on through this game. And then it feels like propaganda. And I think that's really frustrating for gamers. And I think gamers have every right to express their frustration with that when it's done poorly. But then you look at Baldur's Gate 3. You look at, there's plenty of games that aren't afraid to address, controversial topics, or, whatever. And they do it so well. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I didn't finish Baldur's Gate 3, but Baldur's Gate 3, from what I played, I got like a couple hours into Act 2. It wasn't afraid of going into like alternative lives. I don't, it's so hard to talk about, but it didn't seem to shy away from topics that might make some people uncomfortable. But I just feel like it addressed the topics in such a way that it was great. Like, it never took me out of the game. I always felt like I was in their world, and everything that they did in their world made sense. That's all I ask from anybody, whether you're an activist or not an activist. If you want to, include woke stuff in your video, go right ahead, man. Go right ahead. Just do it well. But I ask that I have the same bar for that I have for the combat, that I have for the rest of the writing, that I have for boss mechanics and boss fights, how character deaths are handled. I have the same bar for all of it. It's not like, like I have a low bar for everything, and then all of a sudden it gets to like pronouns or something like that, or gay characters, and all of a sudden it's like, well, if it's going to be in my game, it better be S tier. It's not like that. I have the same expectations for the entire game, and I think most people do. I just think that you have a lot of people right now that are in game development that are handling this stuff so poorly, and then it creates a backlash against those things. And then the backlash gets labeled as bigoted or racist or sexist or whatever. It doesn't help that people that are bigoted jump in there with their dumbass opinions, and then a game journalist can grab that and paint the whole group. But, here I try to stay in the middle, and I try to stay focused on the game and the merits of the game. And when it comes to anything like pronouns, body type A, B, gay characters, whatever, trans, I don't care. I try to judge and weigh those characters in that writing the same way that I judge and weigh everything else in the game. So if I like it, then hey, it gets a pass for me. Same with anything else. I'll talk about what I liked about it. But if I don't like it, I have no problem talking about reasons why I didn't like it. And typically, uh, almost 100% of the time, I don't like it because they did it poorly, and it's kind of insulting when it's done poorly. Like, if you want to speak on slavery, race relations, anything controversial like that, it should be handled with a certain amount of like respect for all parties involved. And that takes talent. You don't have the talent to do it, so I think you should just focus on making a fun game. That's pretty much my opinion on it. You guys always goad me into a long rant. I'm sorry. If you stuck around through all that, like, thank you. I think we can start the game now. Tell you what, I hate grifters, man. That's something that I've become way more aware of, is people that people that take these topics and people that take these topics like Yasuke in Assassin's Creed, and then they make a video talking about what's wrong with the character and why fans are upset about how the character's handled. And I'll totally agree with their point of view. I'll be like, yeah, I agree. That's true. But the way that they make the content, you can tell they're not making it to express, like, this is the genuine problem here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're just making the content to pour gasoline on it and then get people fighting in the comments and boost their engagement. I've become a lot more aware of that as a content creator recently, and it's been pissing me off. It's been really, really pissing me off. Like, I don't think that we should throw gas on these fires. I think we should, as a community, be working hard to try to put them out. And that might not boost your engagement or make for the best thumbnail or the best title on YouTube. Maybe the algorithm doesn't reward it as much, but I don't give a fuck, man. I just think, like, I care about gaming, and I feel like because I care so much about it, I have a responsibility to try to add to the community in a positive way and address negativity in the community in a more positive way. That's why I've tried to change the way that I talk about things over the past couple of months. But grifting they just incite anger on both sides, and they just make the problem worse. Even when they have the right take, they make sure that they express it in a way that just makes the problem worse. And I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it, man. Like, even when I have people come into my chat that I disagree with, I try to handle that with more respect now. I'll have people come into my chat that are very, very far extreme, one side or the other. And I used to react to that harder. And now, even with that, I try to handle it with like a softness and a tenderness and more respect. And I think that, like, I want to see that more on streams that I watch and videos that I watch. And so I try to do it more. But them numbers going down, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Them numbers going down on the videos. It is what it is. I'm doing it for the love of the game at this point, fam. I'm doing it for the love of the game. I'm not doing it for the clicks anymore. God help my channel. God help my channel. Oh, trying to do the right thing is hurting the numbers, fam. I gotta have a drink. Oh, this time next year, just please let me still have a community. Please, YouTube algorithm, please. I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Oh God, the cope is strong. Poke them with your softness. I think I have done that a couple of times in my life. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I love you guys. Man, I love you guys. All right. All right, I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are. I think we can go ahead and start the game. If a game can address a controversial topic without being preachy, I will respect it and listen a lot more. 10 was kind of like that with its elements of people never questioning their religion and racism. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, not to add on to it too much, but I think there is I think there is this almost assumption that some developers have of game we're all stupid, and that if they don't beat us over the head with the message, we won't get the message. And that's just so not true, man. It's just not true, you know? So yeah, I think that makes I think they undermine their own attempt at conveying a message or incorporating you know, controversial elements into the game, conveying a message, whatever. I feel like they undermined their own cause and their own objective by beating players over the head with it to where people get frustrated, you know? Hey, Super Soft, how are you doing? Good to see you in chat. Doing good? I'm doing good, man. I'm happy to be streaming again. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and when I come back, we are gonna play the game. Man, we have been digesting story writing ever since the games were so pixelized that you literally had to use your imagination to find someone sexy. Just don't underestimate us gamers. Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's a big problem, and I think that that's like a narcissism. I think that's a narcissism coming from the writers, that they feel like we're stupid and we won't understand the message if they don't beat us over the head with it. And I wish that they would have a little bit more faith in gamers, and they would be a little bit more subtle with their message, because by doing that, you instigate in us the thoughts about it, and it instigates the conversation about it in a healthy way, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I've been holding this pee, chat. I can't do it no more. You hear me? I can't do it no more. I do have a quick announcement before we start the game. Um, for those of you that enjoy the VODs on YouTube of the playthroughs, um, I have gone back to the last several playthroughs, back to Final Fantasy VIII, and I have fixed all of the thumbnails and all of the playlists for those playthroughs. Now all of the thumbnails are numbered like they used to be. Also, I'm going to go back to putting timestamps in the pinned comment of our streams. Now, I don't know how detailed the timestamps will be. And if anybody, if any of our viewers put timestamps in the comments, then I'll just pin that. It might be as simple as just a timestamp for the just chatting and a timestamp when the game starts. But I'm going to go back to doing that to try to make these VOD experiences for people that want to keep up with the playthroughs a little bit easier for you guys. I want to kind of double down on our playthroughs a little bit more. All right. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and give that just chatting section to my editor and see if he wants to do anything with it. Give me 1 second. Let me message my editor. Let him know what I did. Okay. I sent that to my boy Sparky. Oh, there we go. I think I can make my camera a little bit smaller. Oh my god, are we about to play a video game on this gaming stream? Holy shit. Okay, guys. Just now that you guys are here, just a quick update on what we're doing today. I took a little bit of a break from Final Fantasy X-2, and I hate that. I hate that I did that. So I want to get back into the flow. So what I want to do is I feel like I have a poor understanding of dress spheres and how these girls are best used in combat, skills, all this other stuff. So tonight, what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to be focusing on the dress spheres, jobs, character building, synergy in combat, and basically working on getting my party set up in a way that I'm happy with and feeling more confident with the combat and stuff like that. So I'm going to be working on that first. Once we have the dress spheres and the garment grids and all that set up just the way that we want it, I'm going to do some world exploration to kind of get back into the feel of things. And then we'll probably wrap up by doing some like main mission stuff. So that's the plan. All right. Is everybody on board? Are you locked in? Let's do it. Okay. There we go. All right, let's take a look at our garment grids. Okay, now, let's really talk about it. So, I feel like Yuna is definitely our magic, Yuna's definitely our mage, and Pain is definitely our warrior. Riku seems to have more of a thief, more of a thief type role. And I'm wondering if we should double down on these roles. So we should probably give Yuna a garment grid that complements her with her magic. Now, Yuna, let me ask, like with this, Yuna's already got most of the white mage abilities, right? So my question is, would it be like a waste for me to give her something like Healing Light if she already has most of the white mage abilities? Like, should I try to give her something adjacent, but not necessarily something she's already got? Because I feel like Healing Light, maybe that would be better to give to like Riku or just one of the other girls so that they have access to healing spells in long fights. Does that make more sense? I'm definitely going to want chat's help with putting these girls together in a way that makes sense. Now, Drain and Osmos kind of makes a little bit of sense for her because she could drain like I forget what it's called, but like basically she could drain mana. I had her on Still of Night so that she could cast Silence and Blind whenever she wants. And also possibly be silence proof. Let me see. Let's see what abilities Yuna already has on her white mage. Yeah, Chocobo, I agree. Damn, Undying Storm. That's kind of sick. That boosts her magic stats. It would be great too. How do I see? How do I see? That's a good idea. How do I see which garment grid boosts her magic stats? Like, is it just the information at the bottom? Like strength and magic plus 15? Is that the only way? Is that the only way it affects her magic stats? It's the only way? Okay, okay. Use Life and Cure. Let me see if she already has access to Life and Cure. This make you swap jobs during fights. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, she's got Life. She's got Cure and Cura. Okay. So that wouldn't really do a whole lot for her. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That's like, I originally had Healing Light on Riku because I like the idea of more than one character having access to cure spells. I still kind of like that, and to be honest with you, there's a chance that I might keep that. I might keep it that way. Yeah, right? Extra healing option. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, Chocobo, I agree. Use Thunder, Lightning Strike. Use Thundara, Thundaga. I kind of think I think I still like Still of Night for the Silence and Blind, but let me make sure let me again make sure that she doesn't already have Silence and Blind. Where would Silence and Blind be? Well, she doesn't have it on her primary dress spheres. Special dress. Right hand protector. This is her special. This is her special one, right? Okay. 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 So we're gonna give her Still of Night. I still like Still of Night. Guys, I need to know, like, is this Lady Luck? Is this like I just almost feel like Lady Luck isn't worth it because of the damage that we take when we don't get a good roll. Do you guys have any suggestions for Lady Luck? Because I'm very close to dropping it. It's good for grinding? That's interesting. Do not use roll once you get the dice attacks. Thank you, Sashi. Thank you. Good for double XP mostly in Gil. Dice attacks are better? Okay. Thank you, chat. Silence proof. Silence proof is probably what I would want her to have most, and silence touch. Okay. It's the top two? Ah, okay. Okay. So... start her off black mage. Put white mage up here. Gun mage here. Then we can give her dark knight in the middle. And we can put Festivalist here. We'll start her on black and then move her to white and then to gun mage. I think that makes the most sense so she can get the most out of that garment grid. So we'll have her start... Oh, she's on a different one. We want her over here on Still of Night. There we go. We'll have her start on Black Mage and wrap around. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, one girl down already. You love to see it. Cooking? Oh man, I'm hungry. Don't do this to me. Okay, Riku is on Lady Luck. Oh, you know what? Treasure Hunt. So I thought Treasure Hunt would probably be good for her. So... the thief there. Do a little bit of Lady Luck there. Don't rely too much on gambles. Gotcha, David. Thank you. We'll do that. Put Lady Luck there. I'll give her a white mage so she has some heals. Maybe Songstress up here? You know what, Super Soft Booty? I'm wondering the same thing, brother. Alright, Pain is on... Pain, what are you on? Let's finish Riku first. Gonna put her there and start her on Thief. There we go. Now, what did we have? Magic defense and defense. Let's see what other options I have. Add silence to attacks and skills. That's interesting. Generates constant shell effect. That's kind of interesting. Ice element to attacks and skills. She could use some HP, I'm not gonna lie. But let's do this instead. We'll do the shell effect. And then we'll add silence. We'll do that for her. So she'll get a little bit of defense and then the ability to silence people. I like that. All right, she's on Downtrotter. Silence will come in handy. Yeah, I think so. Use Death and Doom. Trying to think of what I want to do for pain. I mean, we could really go in with that. Undying Storm, that's crazy. I have her on Downtrotter, but chat, like, would you say that Gravity Eater, Gravity Strike, and Demi, like, are they, would you say that those are worth it? Like, I just don't know if the gravity attacks and the Demi attack is worth it compared to something like this where strength and magic go up 15 and then they increase by 15 each time you change class. That seems like a good way to go. Kind of like the idea of Undying Storm for her. Let's give it a try. Bosses tend to be immune to it. True. Once you have Dark Knight, is there any reason to continue using the regular Warrior? Like, are there benefits to Warrior over Dark Knight, chat? Or is it kind of pointless to have both in the same garment grid? Warrior had the shield to defend your party? Okay, that's good. Let's do that. I'm trying to decide like a final dress sphere to put in the middle. Should actually probably put White Mage. Put White Mage there in the middle because she's probably not going to use it that often, so we'd rather go around this grid than through the middle. I'm trying to think like what would be like Gunner, maybe Gunner. I don't think any mage would be worth it for her. I don't know about Lady Luck for her. I'm between Gunner and Lady Luck, assuming that Gunner has some things that Gun Mage doesn't. Like, maybe Gun Mage would be good because she can learn the traits and abilities of the opponents. What do you think, chat? Dark Knight, Warriors attack defense. Is this garment grid just too big for her? Like, is this just like too much? Put Gunner there. Now, is gun damage determined by strength? Like, what determines gun damage, do you know? Let me take a look here. Looking at some stuff right now. I think it is strength. So it is strength? Okay. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We'll start her on Warrior. Well, she's got no magic defense, but her strength and her defense are crazy. Okay, so we're all in on that for her. See what they're learning real quick. Cast Shell and Protect when HP is low. Cast spells unaffected by enemies. Reflect. That's kind of sick. Yeah, let's do that. See what she's learning. Initiative. Okay. She's learning double XP. Good. She's learning shockwave. Okay. Pain. What are you learning? Delay attack. She's close to that. Confuse. That's not bad. Suna. That's good. Soil. Deal holy damage to one enemy. Okay. Triple HP. Okay. Double HP. Okay. Okay.
I know.
Let's see if we can try some combat real quick. Go to the Fiend Arena real quick. Let's try the wolves. Save. Oh, David, I forgot. It's too late now. Okay, mug. Stole a phoenix down. Okay. See. Fyra. Miss. Nice. Oh, shit. Nice chain. Hold on. That felt much better. I'll be honest with you, that felt much better. All right. I'm having an issue with severe flicker with the picture, and I don't know why. So give me a chance to save and take a look at my my monitor settings, because I'm not seeing it on the stream. On the stream, everything looks normal, so I'm not sure why. Can I go to config and no, there's nothing here. Maybe this menu. I'm getting a really bad flicker. Hold on. Let me save real quick. Hold on. First, let me see if I can fix the picture. Bear with me one second. I want to see if I can figure out what's going on with this picture. There's an issue with my monitor. I'm going to turn HDR off. Yeah, that made it worse. Hold on. I'm gonna close the game. Yeah, I don't know why my monitor is like really, really fucked up. I'm not sure what's causing that. One second. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. Like, it looks normal on my stream, but my monitor, all of this is just so bright. You see how bright my face is right now, chat? Like, it's just all washed out. It's all washed out. Like, the colors are all washed out and messed up. Let me see if I can go to my display settings and fix it. Oh, no. Okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can calibrate my display. I'm gonna try to calibrate my display over here real quick. Here we go. Calibrate. That was me. Okay. Okay. Like I'm over here like doing this. Previous calibration, current one. Okay. Finish. Turn that off. It still looks fucked up. Um, hmm. All right, I'll turn HDR back on. I was thinking maybe HDR was causing the problem. All right, thank God I can try out the new COD without throwing away 70. Yeah, that is a big deal. I'm not going to lie to you. Dealing with monitor issues. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a very expensive... It's a very expensive monitor. I would like to not have these issues. It's just weird. Like, I didn't have any until I started the game up. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, let's see. See if it's better now. Okay, I think maybe I fixed it. God, I hope I fixed it. Let's start the game back up. Killing me, bro. Is our stream still okay over there on YouTube? Are we having any issues on YouTube? Guys, let me know. Yeah, I'm still getting this weird flicker. Well, we're gonna do what we can with it. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go? Word is LeBlanc's been blue. Okay, we've already been there. Getting a distress call. All right, let's go check this out.
The agency! Fiends? Here? Must be from Makalania Temple. The fact that it's underwater doesn't seem to matter. We can worry about why later! Uni! We have to help them. And our fee? I'll pay you myself, how's that?
Oh, wow. Gotta love Riku. Okay. Secure the agency. Rout the fiends that have attacked the travel agency. No time to heal between battles? Oh my god. We gotta win 6 battles. Alright, I think we can do that. Vertigo oversold. Stole tarot card. Okay. Borrow time. Ah, he guards. Nice. Okay. She looked like she had a little bit of a seizure as she appeared. Oh shit. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Yo, what's up, Genesis? I don't see any issues. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, I just feel like I cannot keep up with combat in this game. I guess I need to grind some more. Yeah, Genesis, I don't know what would be causing that. Where's a good place to grind, chat? I gotta go somewhere and grind. Maybe if we can do some combat here. says battles are 3 out of 5 stars. But there's no battles here, are there? Yeah, Thunder Plains would be way too hard. It's weird because every guide I've seen says that there's no need to grind in this game. There's no grind in this game, but this has been like some of the hardest combat I've ever done for me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Music is good though. Let's see if there's some combat here. There we go. Didn't steal anything. Yeah, the girls are getting destroyed, man.
Nobody's leaving until this party is finished.
Boy, it's not good.
I won't let you fall.
Holy shit. Huh, they're dead, dude. They're dead again. They're berserked. I can't control them. Well, I might. No, I can't control her. Yeah, dead.
Why?
Yeah, dude. I just like chat. What am I doing wrong? Like, can somebody tell me what's wrong? Like, if somebody's got some, if somebody can tell me what's going on, like why I'm having such a hard time. I'll grab something to drink. I don't know if I need to just grind or what. You know what I mean? Simply attack while eyeing your health. The only thing is, like, you don't get AP for attacks. It's the only reason why I don't want to do that is, like, you just don't get AP for it. But, I mean, maybe that's the play. Let's give it a try, David. What abilities does she have? Hold on. Alright, she's got songstress. So I think she would be good with... I think she'd be good with Festivalist. But we need to move something on her garment grid real quick. She's still on treasure hunt? Yeah. We need to rearrange this. There we go. And Pain... Probably Dark Knight. All right, let's try let's just do battles here in the bridge. Be quicker and easier. Do some training in here. Try the Icicle Sisters. Yeah, I've played Devil May Cry before. I've never beaten one before, though. I only played Devil May Cry 4 and 5 a little bit. Learned Dismantler. Good. Let's try these. Try a couple of different battles and see how we do. Dismantler. Machina. Okay. Damn, Pain's down to 1 HP.
There's enough pain to go around.
Okay, better. Okay, we could probably take this out and take it on the field now. Two Dark Knights and one White Mage. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not what I want to do. I mean, that's not how I want to play it, is what I mean, you know? But I might end up having to do it that way whether I want to or not. Where did we go? All right, let's try this again.
Must be from Makalani Temple.
We can worry. Uni! We have to help them.
That's right.
I'll pay you.
I would give anything for this to be like true turn-based combat. I'll tell you that. How much health does she sacrifice for that? Damn, Yuna's dead as hell. So she sacrifices quite a bit of health. Damn, she is way far away from being able to heal anybody. Pain's dead. Yeah, they're dead again. Oh my god. Yeah, she dead as fuck. See, that's what I hate. I wish I could make it true turn based so that like when I'm trying to figure out what to do and what dress sphere to switch to and how to deal with this status effect, I wish combat would stop so I could analyze everything that's going on in the battle. Like instead it keeps going no matter what, and I just can't keep up with it.
Must be from Muckalani.
We can work.
We have to end our.
I'll pay you.
Pray. There we go. Maybe shell and protect will help. God damn. They spam attacks too. God. Oh my god, I forgot she actually sings. Yeah, they're dead again, dude. Yeah, dead as fuck. Yeah. Cannot do it, bro. Cannot do it. I don't even remember what I forgot to save last time, didn't I? See what she's learning. Let's do that. Party's magic? Nah. Marty's. Looks slow. Let's do that. What's pain learning? Confuse. Let's do bio. Then we'll save again. Okay, let's try it one more time.
The agency! Fiends?
Must be from Muckalania.
We can worry about what you need.
We have to help end our fear.
I'll pay you.
Okay. Try slow and protect. He guards against blind, huh? God.
Da 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 la 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 da 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 da.
Okay, I'm just gonna let him die. Jesus Christ, man. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Obviously I can't fight him. So we're gonna have to go somewhere and grind. Like I said, like the issue is like their HP is too low, their defense is too low. Like all their stats are just too low. So I've got to boost their stats. Yeah, Genesis, you're not wrong. All right, let's go somewhere where the combat will be a little bit easier. And well, the best place to grind is in the battle arena. So this is the only thing I know to do, man. We'll just run a bunch of these and try to level them up. least we'll get the girls leveled up some. Yeah, Genesis, exactly. Nothing to steal. Okay, I probably already mugged him. Yeah, we're just gonna spam this for a little while and get these girls a little bit stronger. What's up, Meme? What's your favorite dress sphere? I don't really have one yet. I feel like I haven't had enough time to really get to know them. You need 2 attackers though. Yeah, I mean, that really sucks because that's really not how I want to play. But I mean, that might be how it goes. I just think, if you have to play the game with 2 attackers and then 1 support, like, what's the point of this battle system that gives you all this customizability if you can't use most of it? Like, it's super frustrating. All right, let's try this.
I'm on a roll.
Any better?
There we go. Playing Silent Hill 2 remake? Oh man, it was so good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Assuming you're enjoying it.
Try this on for size.
Time to bust a move.
Hell for Blue Box and Abandoned, I know. What could have been, right? This could be fun.
Who's your Riku?
I wish that, well, I guess you can speed up battle a little bit. It feels like our girls attack so slow. Especially compared to enemies, it just feels like we attack so slow. Two damage was... Is that all the damage that Mug does?
How's that?
Konami should release PT. Oh man, they never will. It would be great. It'd be great if they did.
No problem.
Did I do Kalika Temple on Chapter 3 yet? I honestly, I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Time to bust a move.
Oh. Maybe Silent Hill 1 remake. Apparently they're doing 3 next. They're doing 3 next is what I've heard. So if you need 2 attackers and 1 support, who do you use as the support? Because obviously, like, Yuna's a fantastic white mage, but I also feel like she has more potential than Riku for attack. So what do you think? Like, what would you do? Who would you use as the 2 attackers? Obviously, Pain is 1. Would you use Riku as the 2nd attacker and Yuna as the white mage? Or would you have Yuna on her gun mage and then have Riku doing the healing? Yuna and Pain as attackers and Riku as support? It's kind of what I'm leaning towards as well. Riku is just so fragile. She would be a very fragile supporter. Yeah, Eddie, that's what I was trying, and I was getting fucking murdered. Let me see what primary dress spheres I want the girls on real quick. I hate I have to leave this entire menu to do it. Alright, let's put her on gun mage. Riku can do thief. Keep her on Dark Knight. Alright. Fiend Arena. Let's try Flying Circus. See how this is. See, she's got a fiend for anti-aircraft. Try that. She learned Dismantler again. I guess that's good. Damn, she missed Mug. Let's give her something to do. Go for HP. 70. Okay, she got something. Nice.
You got it, I'll steal it.
Gun mage isn't that good? Is it not worth it to grind the blue bullet abilities? Okay, let's see what else we can do with her then. We could have her push Black Mage. We'll have her push Black Mage. Ooh, no. Oh, that's cool. You can enter a tournament. Should we just try it? Standard cup? Sure, let's enter a tournament. Fuck it. Alright, let's see what it's like.
All together now.
Okay, they look huge.
Rinse, repeat.
Oh, damn, wasted water. Oh, that's right, we can use fire on both. Thank God. Okay, easy first round. Riku just does so little damage. That's the only thing that concerns me about Riku. I like that she can steal, but most of the items she's stealing are not really that great. I wish Mug did a little bit more damage. Pretty orb. I don't know what that is, but... Oh shit, I healed him. Son of a... Electro marble times 2. Maybe I was wrong.
Behave yourself.
Okay. Well, maybe Thief doesn't hit hard. True. I mean, you don't expect it to. I just wish it, you know. I don't expect it to hit for like hundreds and hundreds of damage, but, you know, give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. A little bit more.
I want to fight too. I guess there's no choice.
Oh my god, I think I just chose to hit one of my teammates with thunder. Whoops. Sorry, fam. Shit happens. What up, Fruzy?
Nature's wrath, strike my foe.
Okay. Let's try water. I'm just trying to spam as many abilities as I can for the
Does that hurt?
for the AP. How's stuff been? It's been alright. I can't complain, but I still do anyway. Potion times 2, good. Psychic dress sphere. Oh, we got the psychic dress sphere. Hey, okay. We did good. We won our first tournament. Now, what's this psychic dress sphere? Grants psychic powers to its wearer, allowing unique abilities like teleport and telekinesis. Is this a good one? Let's put it on, let's put it on Yuna. It's really good, huh? Okay. Let's rearrange. Silence touch and silence proof. Okay, so we start her on Black Mage. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have her start here on Black Mage still. Okay. Never got that dress sphere before? Dude, the number of people that have told me that. It's crazy how much you can miss in these older JRPGs. Okay. Mug a little bit. Miss, you are off the team. She can't act. Put her on White Mage real quick. With her little weird dance / seizure.
No pain, no gain.
I don't know. I think maybe I have to change her dress sphere. Oh, here we go. Let me see this.
Pure.
Nah, chat, y'all were right. Y'all were right about this dress sphere. They did not have to bless me like that. And Square, I appreciate you. That's crazy. All right. I still can't do anything, though. Okay, I can with her now. What is this? Silent damage all enemies? Do it. Pain. Let's use the Phoenix down on Riku, please.
You're mine.
Damn. That... Okay, okay. We got one kill. That's clutch. Bro, that is a sick... That is a sick dress sphere.
There's enough pain to go around.
Damn, they put her to sleep right when I was about to use her. What? Okay. Oh, it's already blind. Damn it. I hate it when I miss stuff like that. Probably, I doubt I'll get AP for that. Let's see what a regular attack does. 184. Let's get Riku back up. Do they keep their AP even if they die? I think they do, don't they? There we go. Huge. Damn it. Oh God, here we go. Her on this dress sphere again, everybody. Pray for your boy. Sick. Thank God she's gonna do something, guys. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what she's gonna do, but she's gonna do something. Fuck. Okay, okay, I'll take it. Stole a Mega Phoenix, I'll take that. Nice chain. Nice dodge. Good dodge.
Kiss me.
Hit with this. Bio. What do we got? Okay, we poisoned it. Damn it. Tantalize. Inflict confusion. Try it. Tantalize it. Damn it. Touché. Whew. Easy peasy. Yeah. Just nearly shit my pants, but we're good. It was like, dude, I'm a bird. For real, bro? Oh, no. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Pain's at 1 already. No. Oh my God, Eunice at 1. Come on, use your... Hey, there we go. All right, Pain's back up. That's good.
How you like these apples?
$25 damage. Fuck me. All right, let's get Yuna back up. Pain's back to 1 health. No. This game is fucking me up. Oh, what? What? That's okay. Awesome.
I won't let you fall.
Let's just get their health back up, please.
Recharge!
I just gotta get him. I just gotta get him. Just gotta get him alive. We'll be all right. Raise some defense. Holy shit. We'll be all right.
No more moping.
All right, there's some health. Good. Silence the amorphous. No, my God. For the love of God, we got to start doing some fucking damage. Guards against silence, great. Try putting it to sleep.
Takes me to tango.
Finally, okay. Try reflect. Try battle cry. Oh, please stop singing. No, I don't need this right now. Okay, there you go. Zero. Okay. Oh my God, it's healing itself with reflect. Okay. We gotta go to Black Mage. Just, that's not good. Try Demi. Try Fyra. Riku's about to kill everybody.
Where there's smoke.
That heals it too? Thank you, Riku. I really appreciate you. What about Thunder? Did Thunder do any damage? I couldn't even tell because I'm too busy fighting for my life. No, it did not? Okay. It's actually a sick white mage.
Don't get careless.
Damn, okay. She's really... Riku is really feeling herself. 1 damage. How do I hurt this thing? That is so sick. That's such a sick dress sphere. Can you scan it? I don't think I have scan on anybody.
You got it, I'll heal it.
Oh my god, reflect. Okay, we'll just pray. Son of a bitch. I just don't know the best way to... I don't know how to damage this enemy. Can't. Do they still have... No, I don't think they have reflect anymore. No, I don't think they have reflect anymore. They still have reflect. Fuck it. We're gonna let Riku go ham. I don't know what else to do. We're just gonna let Riku go nuts. That's all I know to do. I don't think this is very effective at all. The stomp attack knocks anything to 1 HP. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess I'm supposed to use a different elemental based on the elemental that it is, but I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to tell. I'll have to experiment. I'll have to experiment with it when I get the other girls back. You know what? Can't you cancel this? You can cancel out of this. Okay. Let's cancel out if it'll let us. You tried. Sick transformation. So it looks blue right now, so maybe I can use fire. Did that do any damage? I couldn't tell. I'm looking at the bottom. Okay. I don't know what element that is. It's using thunder, so maybe I need to hit it with water. Did that do any damage? I can't look at the top. See, the problem is I'm managing everything. See my mouse? I'm managing everything down here. I'm looking at all these numbers and I'm going through all these abilities. I can't look up here and see what's happening. This is why I have no idea if I'm doing damage or if I'm, you know, using a bad tactic. And because they won't let you stop the combat, because they won't let you do true turn-based, like, I can't keep up with it. I can't read all this information down here that's constantly changing and watch everything that's happening up here. It's so frustrating. I had this same complaint about the battle system in 10, and I have it here more so. It's so frustrating. I dislike this version of turn-based combat so much it makes me want to quit the game. It genuinely makes me want to quit the game. Like, this combat system was so dumb in 10, and the fact that they kept it, like, as far as the way turn-based works, so stupid. It was so dumb and super dumb. It's so frustrating. I don't... Was this... Okay, so water still. Okay. Oh, it shifted. I'm just gonna heal it again. Or do no damage. I gotta wait and see what kind of attack it uses before I can even...
Chin up, eyes forward.
I have no idea what spell to cast on it. I'm just gonna do MP absorb. Keep curing. So it's using ice. So we should be able to use fire on it.
Behave yourself.
Hopefully this will do good damage if it doesn't shift again. Oh my fucking god.
Dance, flames.
Hopefully we still do damage. Using water so we can use thunder.
Nature's wrath, strike my foe.
Okay. Have you tried darkness?
Prepare to be shaken and stirred.
I have to keep healing, but maybe I could try darkness. It's not a bad idea. I'll give it a try. What attack did it use? I was reading chat. I don't know. Did it use fire? I think it used fire. Hopefully gamble will pay off. Finally. Cripple.
Cold spell coming.
Phoenix down on pain. I'm gonna have to put Riku back on white mage. It shifted, yeah, I'm aware. Holy shit. Okay. Time for 4 a.m. ice cream. That sounds good.
That's just a scratch.
Okay. Riku needs to stay here. So I'm have her keep healing. Yuna can focus. Pain, I'll let her go back to Warrior or Dark Knight or whatever it is. Rex fighting the final boss here. Chat, I'm so frustrated. I'm trying so hard to hold it in. You have no fucking clue. I can't keep up with what's happening because the combat can't be stopped.
The night beckons.
We'll try darkness.
Chin up, eyes forward.
You said use fire? Alright, let's try fire. Is that... Okay. Let's just get through the last one, please. Let's get through it. See if we can get sleep. Mug. High potion, good. Use Demi. Oh my fucking god, no. What are you doing? Phoenix down on pain. Asshole.
I can sense my powers growing.
Me too. Me too. There we go. Oh, thank you, Riku. There we go. There we go. All right, get me out of here. Get me out of here. All right, I can't play this shit anymore. I'm just gonna keep it so real. I can't play this fucking shit anymore. I can't play this game anymore. I'm cutting this shit off. What is it? 3.5 hours. I'm gonna stream again later, and we'll come back to Final Fantasy X-2 later. Unfortunately, God help me. This is such a rough playthrough. Such a rough playthrough. I didn't enjoy that one bit. But hopefully we'll come back and we'll pick it up and do better and get stronger. I am done. I'm gonna take a break. God help me. Damn. Yeah, I'll be live again in about honestly I'll probably be live again in 4 or 5 hours. Try to rest. No, I'm not sleepy. I just can't play this fucking game anymore, man. Holy shit, I can't play that shit anymore. Deuces, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. I'll be live again in a couple hours. Next time will be better. We're gonna find out.